Today, I'll be talk about assessment tools, which is a very important component in the process of outcome-based education. We all used to talk about we are moving from the input-based education system to outcome-based education system. But as per my knowledge or as per my observation, still we are in the input-based system only, as per my observation. So that today I want to give a little bit more information. What is the differentiation between the input-based education and outcome-based education? What need to be do for the outcome-based education? So that is what I'll be going to share with you in today's session. So the major topic is will be focused much on the assessment tools. I think we are all very familiar about assessment tools. There are two different kinds of evaluation patterns are there. So that is what yesterday we discussed about Bloom's taxonomy. Bloom's taxonomy is playing the key role in the process of curriculum design, teaching learning methodology, and question paper setting. And also, I can say when I'm evaluating the student, I must be required certain tool that is called assessment and evaluation tool. Assessment and evaluation tool is perfect, then we need not worry about our product. So they can, if they go wherever, they can easy to sellable. So that is what missing in the present education system. What is missing is assessment and evaluation not properly implementing as per the requirement of the outcome-based education. So we all much focusing on the conducting the examination, evaluating the answer scripts, and giving the marks. So where we are weak, that is what today we'll be going to discuss. So let us come to this point. These are the components we'll be discussed in today's session. Why assessment and what are the tools are available with respect to the assessment, and what rubrics, what is a rubric, and using rubrics for direct assessment of student work, and what are the various parts of the rubric system, and also what are the different formats of the rubrics, and also I'll give certain examples. Why use rubrics? So these are the topics we'll be going to discuss in today's session. Before going to the assessment tool, we must understand what is the teacher-centric approach and what is meant by student-centric approach. Input-based education system is a totally different on the teacher-centric approach. Now we are moving from the teacher-centric approach to the student-centric approach. This is what we used to talk about from 2015 onwards. So still we are in the, I think maybe focusing much on the input-based education system, but what we need to do for the outcome-based education. Once if we go through this presentation, you can also differentiate what is input-based and what is output-based education system. So student-centric methods. So that means outcome-based education system is nothing but student-centric approach. When it is a student-centric approach, what I need to do? I want to introduce the student-centric approaches, or maybe methods, or maybe techniques. So what are the techniques are there for the outcome-based education? You see what are the advantages with that. Student-centric methods such as experiential learning, participative learning, and problem-solving methodologies are used for enhancing learning experiences. So this is what you see that what we are doing right now. We are giving the maximum priority for the conducting of the examination and evaluating. On the basis of the examination, we are giving the ranking. So that is what they may be gaining knowledge, but where they are gaining other skills are required. So other skills are required. As for the outcome-based education, nearly 26 skills are required. The BTech degree is only maybe 2.5% weightage is there in the among the 25 skills. 25 skills means I give list only communication skills to attitude, ethical values, team manager skills to administrative skills to etc. are there. So all those skills where they can gain by introducing student-centric methods only. So you see, let us see first student summer internship program. Summer internship program means what are the advantages with the summer internship program? To translate the classroom knowledge into practice. So where I can translate, where I can apply whatever I have learned in the classroom, that knowledge I should apply somewhere. So where is the possibility? That is the only possibility if I involve in the student summer internship program. But we all worrying about, sir, where shall we get the summer internship program? Why should we worry? You see that you better to go and visit your nearby villages, nearby society places, nearby tribal area. There, what are the problems they are having? Those problems you take it and you have to take it as a challenging and you have to try to implement either partially or full-fledged, whatever it is. At least they can gain minimum knowledge. So that is whatever the knowledge we are gaining in the classroom, that knowledge we want to put it in the practice. So that is what very much important as a part of the student learning method. The students will gain experience, learn new skills, add value, and earn real experience for their career perspective. See that when they participate in the internship program, they can really learn the new skills, what to learn for completion of this kind of project, and add value and real exposure also they can gain. That could be more helpful for their career perspective. Expand the knowledge and understanding of the fields also. You see that whatever the knowledge they gain in the classroom, that can be extendable. How it could be possible to extendable when they participate in the field work or in the real environment. Contact the network professionals when they can participate in a internship program like you, many others may be involving. When they're involving, then there is a possibility for the enhancement of the network professionalism and administrators in the fields and gain hands-on training and professional experience. So what I have learned in the classroom, that I can implement. You see that is what professional experience. So that the summer internship is very much important. But one point I want to include in this. So where is the assessment and evaluation process? We all making them to participate in internship. Once they participated in internship, after coming back, what kind of system we do have for evaluation of the internship project in our college? So not to take a certificate and give a marks. That's not the right process. We want to provide a platform for exhibiting of their skill set, such an environment we want to create in our system. Industry visits to gain the internal working environment of the company. Once they visit the company, they can understand how the system is going on, how the environment is there, then what need to do for the enhancement of the which we have. Such a kind of skill set they can gain. It also sensitizes students to the practical challenges that organization face in the business world. You see, we also had an experience when we visit a certain place there, what we have seen based on that, sometimes our brain will be worked out and will turn up also, our life also will turn. So this is the kind of environment is there, so that we want to make them to visit the industries wherever possible. And case studies. Case study is a powerful student-centered teaching strategy that can impart students with the critical thinking, communication, and interpersonal skills. So how many of us focusing on the case study activity? So that what we need to do, you teach half an hour and you give it like a case study work, minimum 10 to 15 minutes. So by interacting with the students, we also can gain extra things because of some students might be having brilliance. So with that aspect, case study method is also an effective tool in understanding real world with the professional skills. So you can give the case study about your organization or about your nearby village or about your something. You see that you can assign with respect to the domain. Then they can visit, they can earn, they can gain, they can understand the real world situation. So that is what missing. And the projects and field works, you see that. I think we are all very familiar about project. So because of partial fulfillment of the degree, we are encouraging students and they are also working for the project. But how it is the quality? Quantity is not important. The quality is very much important. So what procedure we adapted for the quality assessment and evaluation? That is what missing. So that when that is missing, then how do we expect a professional engineer? So when we are introducing the student-centric methods, with respect to that student-centric methods, I want to introduce the assessment and evaluation process also. So where is that? You see that I think I have been observed in many places. So the student is presenting his project and finally we are awarding the marks. For what in what aspect I am giving these marks, that kind of procedure is not there. So how he is presenting, how he is responding for the queries, how he is dressing, how he is giving the information, how he is correlating to the real world, how he is identifying the objectives with existing work. This kind of information we have to be identified in the project. For that, where is the mechanism for evaluation? So for that, what we required, one assessment tool is required. So then only there could be possibility for the differentiation between student to student. Otherwise, every student may be getting more or less on average, maybe 90% or 92%. So that is what missing in the education system. So when we are giving for all of them 90 to 95 marks, then even intelligent is also not unable to scope up for. Why means, oh, I'm getting easy. Why should I? So this is what attitude is going on. So that by doing a project, the students will understand their subject better. So once they work for the project, they can understand really whatever the knowledge they gain in the classroom, whatever the skill they gain in the laboratory. So that is what they can easy to get practical experience. Then how to integrate several methods, several components, so that kind of experience they can gain, have a chance to showcase their skills. So when they work for that, they can present their information, their project. That is what one of the platform to showcase for that. They can gain the teamwork skills also, communication skills, and what is my responsibility as a member in the team. Such things they can gain, and also in addition to this, they can get what values and ethics also. How I have to be maintain the confidentiality. So these are the skills they can gain. Guest lectures, another component I have shared you here. One is internship, industry visits, case studies, projects and fieldworks, guest lectures, seminars, workshops, exhibitions, competitions, hackathon, NPTEL swim, club activities, soft skill capability enhancement training program. If these are the activities are there in our campus, then really we are implementing outcome-based education. When we are all, this is what only for the namesake, that means they are implementing only input-based education system. So that is the basic difference between the input-based and outcome-based education system. As per the input-based education system is only conducting the examination and the project work. So that is a part of the input-based. In addition to that, what we required, internship, case study project, project work, so field work, guest lectures, so exhibitions, so competitions, so hackathon, NPTEL, club activities, soft skills, MOOCs courses creation, online programs creation, online competitions, like these are the things we need to do when we are going for the outcome-based education.